Hello, I'm AllSyntaxErrors and welcome. You want to know how to stream. Well, the first thing you need to understand about streaming, and the most important thing, is that everything that will go wrong can go wrong, as evident by the complete jet engine you can hear in the background. That's my computer currently rendering out the video that was meant to go up instead of this. Oops. Anyhow, Intel have a little competition on, basically saying, we want you to teach people, and so one of the topics is how to stream. Let me tell you how to stream. First thing, we'll need three things, okay? The first thing is a computer, and a decent computer. I will say you can stream on anything. I'm recording on a mobile phone. This is pretty evident that you can stream on practically anything. But streaming well, and PC games, and at a good bitrate and all of these things, you'll need a decent CPU. That's the main factor in how well you can stream. As you're streaming, it's going to be using up a lot of CPU. So the higher quality stream and all of that kind of stuff that you have, the less likely you're going to see good performance in your game. Number two, internet. Now the internet is also super important. Even if you've got all the best equipment, if you can't get that to your audience, then it doesn't really matter. So you've got to have good internet speed. Now let's say you do a speed test. Just go to Google and say, how fast is my internet? And it'll let you do a little speed test, okay? So let's say you've got really great internet. That's awesome. But you can't use it, okay? Because having a 50 megabit upload means nothing, because Twitch has a maximum of 6 megabits upload. And even then, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend going for 6 megabits upload, or 6,000 kilobits, which is what we're normally dealing at, okay? So what I would recommend is that you go for something like 2,500 kilobits. That's what's standard when you use a streaming software called OBS. And that's the software I would recommend. There are other things, XSplits, Shadowplay, all of those kinds of stuff. And they've all got their own benefits, their own ups and downs and that kind of thing. OBS is free, available online. 2,500 megabits, stream at, let's say 720p and at 30 frames per second. I'll put a link below to some guidelines that Twitch recommend for what bit rates versus, all of this kind of thing. So, as I said, 2,500, that means that not only are you able to stream at a decent quality, but that the people who watch you are able to watch you. Because even if you can stream at 6,000 kilobits, not everyone can watch a stream at that high, unless you have transcoding always available. And transcoding is only guaranteed to Twitch partners, alright, with a little tick mark next to their name. So, what's the final thing? You can stream at, with a cruddy PC, you can stream with cruddy internet even. There's lots of tricks. I've even heard of people that have made their camera black and white just to use less internet bandwidth. But the third thing is something you won't survive without, and that's drive. And no, I don't mean drive as in like a game or drive a car or something like that. I mean drive as in passion, as in commitment, as in some burning desire to stream, to put your face out there for the interwebs to see. And that particular thing is really hard to come by. I think if you're going to go into it expecting the views, the glamour and the bits and the money, and you just, no. You'll be starting off streaming to an empty room. You won't see donations ever, if at all, anytime soon. So, why should you stream? Well, there's lots of things you can get out of it. People will go out of it because, they really want to connect with other people, see these kinds of people that come from all different walks of life. They're fascinating who joins into your chat. There are things like they want to bring a little bit of humor, a little bit of a laugh to someone else. It doesn't really matter how many people are watching, so long as they've made that one person a little bit happier when they left the stream. For people like me, I tried to learn how to present better. Maybe that's why I haven't been a consistent streamer, but it's given me skills that have been so beneficial in my life. So, okay, you think maybe I've got the drive and the passion. Well, once you've done that, you really need to look at yourself. What can you offer the community? Okay, why should people watch your stream? And I'm not meaning that as a demeaning thing. I'm saying, why should people watch your stream? Like, you tell me. Like, you are a unique person with a history and with passions and interests and all kinds of things that I have no idea about. So tell me about them, show me them. Maybe you're a comedian, maybe you're the most amazing gamer, maybe you can do improv singing like no one else. I don't know. Find your little niche, find your fun. And you know, it doesn't happen spontaneously. Sometimes you have to stream for a little while, get things happening, and then work it out, and great, you've got your thing. Try and look into that. Work out who you are. Every so often sit down and kind of work out what you are, who your target audience is, you know, that kind of stuff. Work out what kinds of, like, what's your streams back? You know, what kinds of things can you improve? Are you sitting there for 10 minutes not saying a word? You know, that happens. We all have to learn how to talk. One of the nifty things I have is you can write on a post-it note just before you start streaming different topics. And then you can put that on your computer and you go, yep, when I'm finding myself at a loss for what to say, today I want to talk to you about potatoes. Because you can, okay? And I think the final thing that really kind of rounds this all up is try so hard to have a streaming schedule. A schedule will help you out so much, okay? It's like your childhood TV show, you know, that one show that you waited all week. You can stream one day a week, but if you're consistent at that time, people will be so excited waiting for their favorite streamer to appear online. Once you've got that, you've got a community, and those are the kinds of people you can talk to and interact with, and you know, from here, the world is your oyster. Go for it. See what kinds of things you can do. And look, you will have technical problems. That happens everywhere, as evident by the fact that I'm doing a last minute re-recording, because that's still rendering. Hi Intel, still rendering. If you have any specific technical questions, chuck them in the comments below, or just tweet at me and I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise you can check online. Google is your friend, Reddit is everywhere. And until then, you can peruse my other videos from like 2 years ago. Really should put some more things on YouTube, right? Catch you then.